of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd. A mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Tennessee Volunteers. Restate the state call again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, the Vols head coach told me before the game, this is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Vols will kick off first, and here we go. And he's going to bring it out. Makes a move. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
And a big question coming into this game was how were they going to be able to handle the environment and all the crowd noise? And the best way to do that, make a play early and get everybody to sit down. They wasted no time. Opening, kickoff, what a great job in blocking. Open field running was sensational. They score a touchdown, and guys, early, I'm not hearing a lot of noise from this home crowd.
He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. On the ground, it's Bishop. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They feed him again. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. He's open on the right. Rolled into enemy territory and all the way to the 44-yard line.
Well, it's the first 3rd down of the game. You can't execute it any better than that. Really nice job in protection. Good job by the QB finding the open man. Nice route, and it's an explosive play early for this offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Staley. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch.
It's a fumble. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. dragged out of the air. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
And the Vols back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. This time he wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on fourth down, but the consequences are that now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They'll keep it on the ground. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Running right, Bryson Washington. And he's knocked down.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over him.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defensive speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I know this offense has gone for it a couple times early in this game on fourth down, guys, but with this field position, I'd be surprised if they decided not to punt the football away here. You're just too backed up. You can't risk not getting it and just gifting your opponent great field position.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So here comes the Auburn offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They'll leave it with him. Across the 45. Could be an alley. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Auburn. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown run.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Makes the grab. It's Smith. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Gets it out quickly. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Turns it on at midfield. Intercepted, and he's got a huge lane in front of him. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
What a beautiful sight. And not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can just have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gordon. He gets a block. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. So here is the Tennessee offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Throwing right. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Man, this quarterback's got a short-term memory, boy. After the interception on the last drive, that looked so ugly, but he's come out and he's been able to turn the page. 4 for 4 now on this drive, throwing it. He's got himself right back in, locked in a really, really nice rhythm.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Find some fresh air. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown ball. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Direct snap. Turning it on. Got it up for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's a first down for the offense.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They're going to ride this running back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and is supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that field goal? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He wants to change this route. This quarterback part of their running game. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the...
Gain
down.
9. Coming up, 4th down.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
He slings it deep to the left. Makes a grab on the shot. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun. He lets one fly deep. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown Volunteers. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Brown wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. Down the field. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Wisconsin Badgers. And it's the Buckeyes in front on the scoreboard and atop their conference standings. And it's hardly too early to dream big. This team is closing in on a 6-0 start. Could be a special season. Here are now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down.
Well, when you're throwing these out...
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Right on the money. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed.
Trying to get behind the defense. It's a big stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tennessee! For the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. And he's not going to take the touchback. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. Looking for a crease. It's Cobb. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, and now they're finding out about him.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. That false start might prove to be really costly as now they come to the line with a 2nd and 6. Brown will throw it. Got a man. Got room at the 35. Oh, a lot of space. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. He goes right back to the air. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they've taken the lead.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the single back. There he goes. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They go right back to him. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but
lets it fly. Makes a catch at the 20. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Fires to the tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He's at the 50, the 30. He's at the 10, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10.
That makes the score Auburn 31, Tennessee 21.
He'll bring it out. It's Dodson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do.
Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Plucks it out of the air. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the complete.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the 1st. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Volunteers want to move quickly.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Stepping to the right. Slings it downfield. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete.
And that is the beautiful thing about zone coverage. Everybody's eyes are on the quarterback, and they're supposed to break on the football. They see the slant, they break on it, get a hand on it. Nice job by this defense with vision on the quarterback.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. How about that catch and toe tap to get the 1st down?
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
Off play action on 1st down. Quickly complete. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from Pater.
And I know, having talked to the quarterback before the game on the field, he was telling me, if I can just get this guy the ball, good things can happen. I think you saw it right there. Nice route, nice.
Touchdown ball! Excellent pass by the back on the option. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total as he now has 7 on the year. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. send out the offense to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Brown wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. This offense has it with really good field position. Quarterback making checks. Using his legs. It's Bishop. Taking it the other way. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Volunteer! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
That is complementary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one.
Ready? Blue 22.
Direct snap. It's Bishop. Touchdown, Tennessee! They move on top here in the 4th. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. A 4-point game at 35-31. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Trying to make magic with his feet. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play that's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Four wideouts set 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. Running inside, it's Cobb, and he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the 4th quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
Brown will throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. 4th down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
Down 4 late, they have to convert on 4th down to keep hope alive. desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Finds his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And that's a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Pressure coming. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
The clock is relentlessly working against them. Down 4. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Moving out to the right. Caught. Touchdown, Tigers. And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The Tigers are back on top. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. He marched 78 yards down the field. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Bishop. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Might as well give it to him again. Finding some room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Hauls it in. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And this to tie us up in the final minute. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And with 3 seconds left, a last chance to extend the game into overtime. Up and good! And after the 3-spot, guys, we're all tied up. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Paul. We're like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Looking to throw on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Hey, second. 192, waggle. Freeze.
Motion from the back.
Cross, cross. Go!
Wants to fire on second down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could...
Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to the ground with the running back. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Freeze, freeze.
Wants to adjust the pattern.
Booster, booster.
Wide receiver going in motion.
Go, go.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on 4th down here in overtime.
Freeze, freeze.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown ball! They strike first in the extra period.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
Now, they don't have to go for 2 here, but it looks as if they're going to try it anyway. The snap sets up the throw. They didn't get it, and we'll see if that little bit of aggression comes back to haunt them.
Next, the score, Tennessee 44, Auburn 38.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Defense in press coverage. Brown wants to pass. Going for it all. Oh, and this one's picked